integrated and interdisciplinary. The new approach in 21st century education utilizes learning from various disciplines, identifying strategies or ways on how they can effectively link the subjects to enhance the learning experiences of their students. A good teacher should and can certainly apply different topics to link together for the discussion of their lessons to be more interdisciplinary. So, an interdisciplinary approach, also called horizontal integration, connects the interdependent knowledge and skills from more than one subject area to examine a central theme, issue, problem, topic, or experience. So it is a holistic approach that stresses linkages. For example, using sustainable development as a theme, the students pursue learning outcomes from science, social studies, and language arts to better understand a complex issue. So it is an efficient and current method in imparting the 21st century talents and applying the transdisciplinary abilities required to address complex global issues.
Technologies and multimedia. 21st century education should make full use of available information and communication technology, or ICT, as well as multimedia to improve teaching and learning skills. It is also important for the teacher to develop their digital literacy skills. Schools should acquire and use computers and multimedia equipment to enhance learning to the best extent possible. So, as we adapt in this 21st century learning system, we are now bound in technologies as well as improving our strategies in learning. This is now our way of coping and getting knowledge from the lessons we want to learn. Technologies now are very important as we transform into the new normal, where we utilize technology as an alternative in our traditional education. And as an educator, where you teach 21st century learners, you have to be literate also in using these high-tech tools in order for you to apply it in your teaching process. So in this case, it will help you enhance and develop your teaching skills. This is important for a teacher handling students who were digital literate, since they can easily participate and relate to the discussion.
Global classrooms. We consider the global classrooms to represent the attribute of 21st century teaching and learning, because 21st century education imposes the students to different concerns, not only from the local setting, but also concerns from other countries. That's why teachers need to integrate different global concerns in the discussion to give awareness to those students of these current issues. And global classroom provide the students with an exposure not just in local countries, but to international and multicultural experience that enhances their academic performance. It helps them in creating awareness regarding a lot of subjects and nourishes the overall personality of the student. It doesn't matter wherever you're from a Western or Eastern country, whether you're able to travel or not. What matters is coming together and creating a multicultural environment which every student in the world must have. Moreover, global classrooms strengthen your students' confidence and communication skills in a global classroom, as you see themselves or yourself functioning well among people that aren't likewise. It prepares your students from diverse backgrounds to engage with each other and sharing knowledge and skills. So students can motivate each other and keep the cycle of learning going. So some students become incredible readers and writers, while others are excited to take up any art form. So some improve their leadership skills, while others learn to communicate more effectively. That is the reason why we considered the global classroom as an attribute for the 21st century of teaching and learning.
Creating or adapting to constant personal and social change and lifelong learning. In 21st century education, learning is not limited inside the classroom, as it can happen anywhere and anytime. Education in the 21st century emphasizes that experiences can be of help to learn something. So, we are in the 21st century where we can learn easily everywhere we go. Lifelong learning does not have to be limited to informal learning. It is characterized as voluntary aimed at achieving personal fulfillment. This could be accomplished through informal or formal education. Lifelong learning is important because it recognizes that humans have a natural desire to explore, learn, and grow, and in turn encourages us to improve our own quality of life and sense of self-worth by paying attention to the ideas and goals that inspires us. Teachers can promote social change in the classroom by encourage active participation and experimentation with ideas among students. Teach students how to think instead of teaching them what to think. Prepare students to expect the need for change and to believe in their own ability to take positive steps for the benefit of society. And the last one is facilitate discussion among teachers as a group, starting with the student teachers about the decisions they can make to drive their social change. Student-centered. Teachers should serve as facilitators of learning, not as sages on the stage, but as guides on the side. All students should be given opportunities to gain new knowledge, learn with one another, and develop their own learning experiences. Students succeed when they are interested in what they are learning. Students' interests drive education in student-centered learning. Student-centered learning allows students to choose two things: what they learn and how they learn it. Students should conduct their own research, develop a solution, present their findings to teachers and community members, and assess their own progress as they go. Teachers assist in guiding this process, but students are responsible for the content, timing, and motivation. That's why some teachers prefer that their students are student-centered in order to develop their skills and critical thinking.
21st century skills. Education in 21st century promotes the skills needed to be productive members of today's society. It is not enough for students to learn the basic skills of reading, writing, and numeracy, but should develop in themselves skills that would help them cope with life and work in 21st century communities. So opportunities for 21st century skills development aid the pupils in developing more character. So children's empathy, compassion, ethics, integrity, ability to cooperate with others, and a host of their traits are crucial for their development as cooperative and social creatures. In addition to laying the groundwork of successful learning in classroom, the 21st century skills also make sure that the students are successful outside of it, so in situations that will unavoidably alter their future lives and workplace.
Project-based and research-driven. So, teachers must facilitate student-driven activities to encourage active learning. And this implies that teachers of the 21st century must be knowledgeable about research to guide their students' learning through self-directed activities. Being an educator, you should also be considerate with your strategy when it comes to learning. It is productive when you apply the student-centered learning environment, as this will engage them in enhancing their leadership skills. Exposing them into the field where they learn to manage and lead as they grow will help them nurture their abilities as they grow older. Creating a student-centered classroom requires collaboration. It requires placing students at the center of their own learning environment by allowing them to be involved in deciding why, what, and how their learning experience will take shape.
Relevant, rigorous, and real-world. This critical attribute implies that topics are taught using current and relevant information and linked to real-life situations and contexts. So, rigor and relevance help the students to become complex thinkers. Both in and beyond school, students will have to work in teams with individuals from varied backgrounds to make choices and complete difficult tasks. Relevance helps the students to see the value of what they are learning, and rigor ensures they are challenged in order to develop advanced skills and their knowledge. Rigor and relevance are essential for equity because they ensure that all students have access and entry points to high-level content and skills, providing a situation that students would come across in their day-to-day lives, makes content more relatable and meaningful than practicing skills in a rote way. So, real-world connections, it provides more opportunities to learn how our communities and society work. That is why we also consider this as an attribute of the 21st century of teaching and learning, in which making real-world connections promotes your students' achievement through the authenticity of the learning.
Hi everyone, I and my groupmates choose the country of Thailand as one of the member of Asian countries, in which Thailand is considered as one of the famous country. It's because of the epic tropical beauty, ancient temples, amazing food scene, and vibrant nightlife. So much for that. As you can see on the screen, there are 25 categories representing our presentation. We all rely on searching in the internet to find all these informations.